They said beauty had one look, one standard, one story. But then I walked in. No hair, no hiding, no permission needed, just confidence. Conversation and a woman finally owning the room she was always meant to stand in. New energy, new chapter, new light. Used to feel invisible, now I glow all night. Soft smile, strong presence, watch the mood shift. Walked through the pain and turned it into this. I don't fit the mold and I'm not trying to. I made peace with the mirror and finally broke through. Every scar became strength, every silence got louder. Now I speak for the ones still rebuilding their power. Welcome to Candid Convoz, where confidence sounds beautiful. Candid Convoz, where healing looks powerful. Real talk, goodbye, goodbye. Fresh perspective every time. This isn't just conversation, it's transformation. So come closer, relax, and welcome to the era of being fully seen. 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 Welcome to Candid Convoz. Wow, Convoz. Welcome to Candid Convoz. They said beauty had one look, one standard, one story. But then I walked in. No hair, no hiding, no permission needed, just confidence. Conversation and a woman finally owning the room she was always meant to stand in. New energy, new chapter, new light. Used to feel invisible, now I glow all night. Soft smile, strong presence, watch the mood shift. Walked through the pain and turned it into this. I don't fit the mold and I'm not trying to. I made peace with the mirror and finally broke through. Every scar became strength, every silence got louder. Now I speak for the ones still rebuilding their power. Welcome to Candid Convoz, where confidence sounds beautiful. Candid Convoz, where healing looks powerful. Real talk, goodbye, goodbye. Fresh perspective every time. This isn't just conversation, it's transformation. So come closer, relax, and welcome to the era of being fully seen. Welcome to the era of being fully seen. era of being fully seen. Welcome to the era of being fully seen. Welcome to Candid Convoz.
All right. Happy Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday, depending on where you are. Welcome. Okay, so we'll be starting shortly. Okay, it looks like our little mascot today. Can you give me a couple more minutes, please? Just a couple minutes. I know we're running a little late. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see. I was waiting on our co-host, but I guess he's not coming. So what we will do is we'll go ahead and start. Okay, cool beans. Okay, welcome to Candid Convoz. I'm your girl Danielle, also known as Danny. And today we're going to talk about let's see. We're going to talk about a topic that still affects millions of people worldwide. And it's definitely growing the impact here within the Black community. So there's a stigma still surrounding testing and treatment, and why education, prevention, and honest conversation still matters here in 2026. So sit back, relax, don't worry, okay? This isn't about fear. It's all about facts, awareness, health, and protecting ourselves and the people that we love, okay? So today we are going to talk about HIV and AIDS and how both of them, excuse me, we're alive. Okay. How both of them are, they're still on the rise right now. So I have a couple questions that I prepared, but unfortunately I do not have anyone to ask them to. However, if you would like to come on, please do. I would love to have you on. And let me just throw out some statistics first. Actually, let's do this. Okay, so TLC came out with this lovely song called Waterfalls. And hold on, let me just get over here. Okay. Called Waterfalls, and it has a lot the hidden message, or the message. It's about safe sex. Let's see, one moment. La, 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 la. Oh no. Okay. This is not giving me what I wanted. Oh no, that sucks. Okay, one moment. And the phone rings. Stop sharing. Hello. Okay, good deal. Okay, well, I'll be ending soon. So I'm glad you were able to make it back. All right, bye. Okay, sorry about that. That was my mom. Okay, so anyway, I had a couple videos up here, but maybe they will upload later. So we'll just let that go for right now. But here's a few statistics. This will be a quick show. I was honestly thinking that our co-host will be on, but it's okay. No worries. Okay, so Black American, I'm going to read what I found online. And also let me go ahead and put this out too. Hold on one second. Okay. All right. I've had below me, I have a CDC National HIV and STD hotline at 1-800 CDC info back. Or you could, the full number is 1-800-232-4636. You can also go to hiv.gov, get tested, cdc.com, or blackaids.org. Okay. All right. So Black Americans make up about 12% to 13% of the US population. Okay. It's low. I thought it would be higher than that, but it's definitely low. But account for roughly 38% of the new HIV diagnosis. Okay, one more time. Black Americans make up about 12 to 13% of the US population, but account for roughly 38% of the new HIV diagnosis. And the reason why I wanted to bring this topic up today, I'm in Georgia, there's been a spike. And so the southern United States continues to have the highest rates of HIV diagnosis in the country. Let's just let that just sink in. In the country. You ready for this one? Okay. Young adults ages 13 through 34 make up more than half of the new HIV diagnosis nationwide. This is reported from the CDC. So these are, what I'm reading is actually from the CDC. Okay. Black women account for about half of HIV diagnosis among cisgender women in the US. And cisgender means you were born biologically as a female. You have a vagina, you were born with a vagina. That's what cisgender means. Okay. Now this info is from hiv.gov. HIV infections overall have decreased in recent years thanks to testing, treatment, and PrEP. I'm pretty sure you all seen those commercials for PrEP. But racial disparities still remain significant. Okay, so I'm glad that these commercials are out. I remember, and I'm telling my age, but I remember back in the day, oh gosh, you couldn't talk about HIV or AIDS freely. It was a stigma, a huge stigma. You had to be careful with like shaking hands with people. It was almost, you know how everyone had to walk around with masks on for COVID. Okay, well, for HIV and AIDS, this is more of it was like wearing a mask, but more internally. You're really weary about others, and it was a lot. It was a lot back in the day. Um, I remember because all this was when I was younger. I remember when my my mother, she sat me down and talked to me about HIV and AIDS when I was younger. I remember when Magic Johnson came out. I think that's around the time my mom Yeah, my mom was telling me about it with with Magic Johnson and everything. Okay, so also many experts say stigma, lack of healthcare assistance, lack of healthcare access, lack of misinformation, and fear of testing continue to fuel the problem. Okay, I don't know where you stand within the government, if you're on this side or that side. The information needs to get out there more. We need to have access. It's important to have health care. It's important. It's so important. It's so important. Please go out and vote. I had to throw that out. I had to. I had to. Okay. All right. So people living with HIV today can often live long now. I remember they used to the lifespan wasn't as long. It wasn't as long back in the early 90s. And back in the early 90s, they used to always say it came from homosexual men. And unfortunately, it's not unfortunately, but well, unfortunately, we weren't knowledgeable of the disease at the time. But right now, we understand that number one, you could get it from all sexes and drugs. There's a lot. So um, people living with HIV today can often live long, healthy lives with treatment, and someone who is undetectable through treatment cannot sexually transmit HIV, which is why testing and access to care matters so much. Okay, I'm going to bring up my. Just hold on one second. That's what I need right here. Okay. And what we're going to do is show some clips. And this is from, just sit back and enjoy it. Just hold on. Let me get this together for you.
To these parents who hold vigils here every day, the question is not about one AIDS child anymore, though, but about the future. A group from a parent
have many partners and drug users who inject themselves with needles. Medical experts say the disease kills 4 out of every 10 people it strikes and that it threatens to explode in the nation's cities.
Federal health officials say as many as 1 million Americans may have been infected with the AIDS virus, and more than 12,000 are expected to develop the deadly disease next year. Now, that would double the number of cases since 1981 nationwide. Here at home, the dramatic hearings concerning a child with AIDS attending school in Queens continue.
What is going on? All of a sudden, I hear music. Hold on. So weird. Hold on one second. I'm hearing. It's so weird. That's really weird. Let me stop. Okay, I am so sorry about that. Alrighty. So, that was crazy. Extremely crazy. Okay. I had playback in my ear. For some reason, another app was playing, so I do apologize. But let me go ahead and share my screen again and show you a couple of clips. I'm going to add to the stage. Let's go.
Continue. The protests seem to be quieting down, but there was a lot of confusion today about a surprising statement by that child's lawyer yesterday. Barbara Laskin reports.
I don't want any of you to assume that my client has AIDS. We'll come to that later.
Again today, there was more doubt cast as to whether or not the plaintiff in this case has AIDS.
At first, the deadly intruder did not have a name.
The lifestyle of some male homosexuals has triggered an epidemic of a rare form of cancer.
But it quickly developed a reputation.
And the deaths kept coming and coming.
The fear was palpable.
I was terrified of passing on HIV to someone else.
But in the years that followed,
it was pretty miraculous for me.
So was the bravery.
Because of them, I can live a healthy and happy life.
We sat down.
About 37 million people around the world are currently living with AIDS, making the disease one of the worst pandemics in modern history. AIDS, or acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, is a disease in which the human immune system is severely impaired. It's caused by the human immunodeficiency virus, or HIV, and is the last stage of the virus's infection. HIV attacks by entering the bloodstream and attaches to helper T, or CD4 cells. A type of white blood cell, CD4 cells are responsible for fighting infections. First, HIV attaches itself to a CD4 cell and fuses with it. Then, HIV releases its genetic material into the CD4 cell, which combines with the cell's DNA. This allows the virus to produce more HIV proteins inside the cell. The proteins are then packaged and released to attack other CD4 cells. Without HIV medicines, an individual's infection may spread and within 10 to 12 years, advance to become AIDS. This decreased immunity makes patients with AIDS vulnerable to a number of diseases, including infections, dementia, and cancer. Scientists believe that HIV originated in West Central Africa, where a similar virus was found in chimpanzees and gorillas. Around the turn of the 20th century, the virus was transmitted to humans due to the handling of chimpanzee meat. The virus then spread from the African continent during the mid-1960s through a single carrier, eventually making its way around the world. In 1982, scientists labeled the illness as AIDS, and the following year identified the virus as HIV. Ever since, about 77.3 million people around the world have contracted HIV, with the majority of affected individuals living in countries with very few resources. Scientists are working to one day develop a cure for AIDS. In the meantime, advancements in biotechnology, plus increased awareness, prevention, and access to health care, are saving many lives and may hold the key to finally exterminating the disease.
Wow. Wow. So I remember all of this. I mean, it's a tough subject. It really is. It really is a tough subject. And I've been around close friends and family who have been affected with the disease. And of course, I would not mention their names on here, but I do remember or recall when a lot of people people used to just used to treat individuals as if it is a plague, basically, as if it's just like, oh my gosh, back in the day. And I am so thankful for my mom, who at the time was working in healthcare, and my grandmother, and just my family letting me know, like informing me, look, Danielle, you cannot get AIDS from touching someone, giving them a hug. It's transmitted through, your saliva or sexual, all of that. But from shaking hands, doing a high five, giving a hug, or just having a conversation, you cannot get the disease. And I do recall, this is so crazy, I just unlocked a memory. I'm not sure what grade or something I don't. I recall the teacher, or was it a sub teacher? It was an incident. It was something regarding, and at this time, this is when Magic Johnson first came out. So I was little. But what did she do? She did something. And I remember coming home and thinking to myself that she doesn't have the information. Like, what did she say? Basically, that was it. Okay, so back in the day when it used to rain or snow outside, and it was too bad for us to have recess, we used to play a game called Heads Up, 7 Up, and we used to hold our heads down like this, and then the students will go around and just put, like, there's a student, they'll go around, put the thumb down, whatever. Anyway, at this time, I believe we had a sub or a pro. This lady wasn't my teacher, or was she the lunch lady that was helping out? It was something about not touching thumbs, or what was it? Because I could see her with the mom jeans on. I don't know. I'm thinking that she mentioned something about, let's not play that because of what's going on, or something. I don't know. You know what? Scratch that. But listen. Another reason why I brought up this topic today, my mother reached out and she said, Danny, I want you to talk about the rise of HIV, the rise of AIDS within our community, especially within the South here in Georgia, because it's really bad. And I'm like, well, Mom, I don't really want to. She said, no, please do it. So, well, Mom says do it. Can't help but to do it. So, let me bring up some more clips really quick for you. Just one moment. So sad. It's so sad. I remember being over someone's home, and there was a person that was there that had the virus, the disease, and the person's house that I was with, they were fine. They were, obviously, because they were in that person was in their home. But when that person left, I remember this particular individual pouring bleach in the hot water. I remember that. Bleach in hot water just to sterilize everything. But the thing is, if I didn't know that person, I would say that's out of character. But that person used bleach for everything. I even use bleach right now. Matter of fact, I even put bleach in my dishwasher. True story. I do. Matter of fact, I need to go empty the dishwasher right now. But this is such an important topic, and I'm unfortunately I'm disappointed. I had everything situated for another guest, and I feel like I got stood up. I got stood up, and I kept myself awake. So, but it's okay. It's okay. So, if you all want to join in on the conversation with the Convoz with us, please below make a comment, and then we'll go ahead and I will go ahead and we'll repeat the show and do a new show and have everything laid out. I am so sorry. This is a bummer. This is a huge bummer. Huge bummer, but it's okay. It's all right. Let's see. And it's about to start pouring here in Georgia. Alrighty, let me go back to my notes. Since we're going to be closing up soon. Okay. See, when you have your co-host with you, it's when they're talking, you're able to do transitions. But y'all are my co-hosts. Y'all are my co-hosts. So just give me a moment. Oh gosh. Uh-oh. Alrighty. So anyway, today's conversation wasn't about judgment. It was just more about awareness. Just I don't know. I just wanted to just talk about it. That's it. I'm talking to myself, but I just want to talk about it, get it out there. HIV isn't a past generation thing. It's not a past issue. I feel like a lot of people these days, they're of course worried about COVID, worried about herpes, other sexual transmitted diseases. However, let's not forget about HIV, AIDS, taking PrEP. Okay. So today was more about awareness, honesty, and protecting our communities, minorities, just everything. It's still here. It's still here. The education is still one of the strongest tools that we have. Is education. I highly recommend educate yourself. You're on YouTube right now. Type in AIDS, history of AIDS, information about AIDS, or you can go to the National HIV and STD hotline at 1-800-CDC-INFO. Also, again, that's 1-800-232-4636. Also, hiv.gov or blackaids.org, and they'll help you stay informed. If you have any questions, listen, get tested, know your status, okay? Protect yourself and your partners, and most importantly, let's continue having real conversations, okay? I'm all about breaking the stigma. Say it. You talk about sex all the time when you're listening to your rap music or whatever, and I sound really old right now, but I'm pretty sure, actually Cardi B does have a little commercial or something that with PrEP. She does. Let me see if I can find that really quick. So I'm pretty sure when she said, I want you to put that big truck or something right in the middle of this garage, I'm pretty sure she's talking about safely. So just hold on. Let me find it really quick. Cardi B prep commercial. Let me just make sure. Hold on one second. Oops. 1 second. Okay, here we are. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me see. Okay. Time. One second. Let's see. We're gonna find it. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and add the screen, share screen. We're going to share my YouTube. Boom. Okay. Alright, so let me go ahead and hit that. Let's add it to the stage.
Because everybody fucking each other, child. Really, really good. She is looking really pretty. So it's like, you know, like a STD prevention party. And it was like, you know, pushing PrEP. And let me tell you something. Y'all need to start taking PrEP because everybody fucking each other, child. Everybody selling pussy. Everybody selling pussy. Everybody fucking everything. You know what I'm saying? Everybody fucking on everything, child. It don't matter. You might be surprised what a nigga will fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think that bitch don't look like shit? Your nigga probably fucked her. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you might look at a bad bitch, you think she's super clean, bitch selling pussy in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you think this bitch is a fucking model and shit, bitch getting shit on in Dubai. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of y'all be thinking that these rappers, these ball players and shit that got standards, they're fucking on anything. You know what I'm saying? Fucking we the hood, everything fucking on everybody. Ops is fucking each other, bitches is fucking each other, niggas is fucking each other, everybody fucking everything. I need to get on that.
You could tell she's stigma free, 100% stigma free. She's laying it out there by keeping it real. Yeah, Cardi, girl.
PrEP.
With the Chick-fil-A cup. They have some good ice, though. They have some good ice. Chick-fil-A has some really good ice. That punchy.
I heard that how it works. Of course, it's a pill, but now I heard that they got like a shot and shit. Go take that shit. Well, fucking risk it. Stop being lazy. Y'all swallow Percocets and shit, and you can swallow a fucking PrEP. Go get that shit. So we all saw how much rent is at the. Let me tell you something. If there's a bitch on Instagram, right? If there's a bitch on Instagram, she got a Chanel bag. A Chanel bag is like $7,000. She's not a bartender. She's not a stripper. She's not a nurse. She don't have a job. She's selling pussy.
Oh gosh. Okay. All right, so we're gonna end it with that part. But you feel what I'm saying? You get it? You know what I mean? Yeah. So thank you so much for tuning in. More than likely, I'm going to end up I'm going to delete this and just try again another time. I feel really bad about that. I had questions set up, but it's fine. But thank you very much for tuning in to Candid Convoz. I will be here tomorrow. More than likely around 9 Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, that's a good time for me. 9 Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in to Candid Convoz. I'm your girl, Danielle. And I really appreciate you all joining. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also catch me on Candid Conversations with Devin. And I look forward to going live again. Yay, it's live TV. All right, so I am going to, really quick, lip gloss by Fenty. And that's all I got for you. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in, and you all have a great morning. Bye.